Hey girl, come to the front and bring it on in, okay? Mom, stop seeking approval and validation from your kid. You need to start looking at access to you being a privilege the same way your kids think access to them is. A lot of you come in my comments and you say some really disparaging things about yourselves. Okay? You gaslight yourselves. And I always say this words have spells, so you have to be very cautious about what you speak about yourself, to yourself, and over yourself. So even when I read your comments, I have to make sure I read them in a different person and not say me or I or my, because guess what? Words have spells. So y'all got to be careful what you're saying. But you got to stop looking at access to your children being the only privilege and start looking at yourself as them having access to you being a privilege. In fact, you need to start looking at everyone having access to you as the privilege and not so much always us looking at everybody else being around us as a privilege to us. We are the gift. We are the gift. Now again, don't get me wrong. Some of us are not. However, stop looking at other people being a privilege for you to have access to them and not looking at yourself as being a privilege for them to have access to you. Okay, girl? Shift your mindset, shift your thinking, and watch those words that you're speaking over yourself and over your life. Okay? All right. Y'all know what I'm going to say. But first, to all the moms that have sent me messages and been in the comments like, hey, when are you going to have another virtual webinar? November 15th. November 15th, we are going to get together virtually on a webinar so we can have some conversations for a new Empower Me session. So as we go into 2026, we'll have some different way of thinking. Okay? Yeah. Different way of looking at things, shift our perspective and our focus. But I heard you. I heard you all asking me when I was going to do another webinar because I haven't done one in a long time. I've been busy. But guess what? November 15th, I will link it in my profile. I will also put it in the caption. So make sure you read the caption so you don't say where, when, all that stuff. It'll be in the caption. Oh, and by the way, the 2026 Mother's Day retreat in Lake Tahoe, girl, we only got 10, 15 spots available. I think only 10 because it's sold out in the first 10 days and they're going to open up 10 more spots. So if you are considering, you may want to go ahead and grab that. All right. In the meantime, go rest, but go ahead and grab that spot to my webinar.